Day after day, youth wins its way, pausing a while, yet not to stay. We, as the class of 1987, have grown up here, but with this commencement, we finalize our stay at Sullivan High School. I'd like to take this time to pause a while to look back at our stay. We began in kindergarten when the most important things in life were being the best resters and bringing cookies. We then moved up to being official elementary students by spending a full day at school as first graders. During our stay at Power School, many activities added excitement to our days, such as room mothers providing us with treats, and those special days we were able to celebrate a fellow class member's birthday. But no event added more excitement than the bomb threat for which we had to evacuate Power School. Before we knew it, we had arrived as third graders at Low School. Low School provided us with a bigger playground during our recesses and opportunities to play new games such as tetherball and foursquare. We soon realized as fourth and fifth graders that the older we became, the less time we spent on our recesses and the more time we spent in the classroom. Soon, we were old enough to be students in Sullivan Junior High. Being in sixth grade was a whole new world. A new setting, new teachers, and many new faces. Sixth grade was a big step, which meant we got the chance to take classes that met in the high school, such as band, chorus, shop, and home economics. Sixth grade also meant being able to attend junior high sock hops. Then we became seventh graders. This meant locker combinations to remember and only 3 minutes to get to our next class. Junior high provided us with the opportunity to represent SJH in sports, scholastic bowl, and musical competitions. Seventh grade also meant being able to attend the spring dance, which was put on by the Sullivan Junior High Student Council. Eighth grade was our next venture. This meant dissecting frogs in Mr. Ward's science classes. If you guys remember, this turned into a profitable experience for certain members of our class. In junior high, we wore yellow ribbons to signify our support of the American hostages being held in Iran. And tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree became a once again familiar tune. In the spring of our 8th grade year, we took our first and last class trip. We went to Springfield to see Lincoln's home in New Salem. It was fun for everyone, but as we reloaded the bus, our teacher saw that we had picked flowers during our stay. We were then informed that we could be fined for picking flowers from an Illinois historical site. Then, in the fall of 1983, we, as a class, entered Sullivan High School. We were freshmen, and everything about high school was new to us. New lockers and locker combinations, new classes, new teachers, and big, big seniors. Many of us soon realized that Mr. Guyot's physical science class was definitely made for college graduate students, and that Mr. Wagner's typing class was not made for students with just 10 fingers. The older we became, the tougher our classes got. Along with high school came a whole new set of responsibilities and activities. Homecoming was also a whole new responsibility. There were floats to be made and windows to decorate, and finding a car for the car parade. This was followed by our sophomore year, which meant taking the dreaded driver's education with Mr. Dobbs. Everyone was afraid that they would be the one to wreck the driver's education car. But by this time, we were no longer freshmen, and we had adjusted to the new pace set by our busy high school years. Our sophomore year, computer literacy became a required class. This enabled us to learn that to really mess things up, you need a computer. Our sophomore year also was exciting because the first teacher strike in the history of Sullivan High School took place. This gave us a break from classes for a couple of weeks, but no sooner than we had begun to enjoy our time off, a settlement was reached and it was back to classes as usual. And then in our junior year, we became upperclassmen. We were driving ourselves to school. Our junior year provided us with the opportunity to burn down the lab by taking chemistry with Mr. Guyot. Soon spring dances were replaced by proms, and we took the dreaded ACT test, which made our Iowa basics look like a walk in the park. Finally, we became the senior class of 1987. We spent our free time exchanging senior pictures and talking about going to college. It seems like just yesterday we were the kindergarten class, and here we are graduating. We would not have achieved the success as scholars, athletes, and performers without our parents who were with us the whole time. They were there in the background of our activities, yet it was our parents who served as the backbone of our lives. It is because of their encouragement, their love, and their support that we graduate today. We have completed our stay here at Sullivan High School, and we must move on. Day after day, youth wins its way, pausing a while, yet not to stay.
Sure.